Welcome to the Fishbowl with Jade. Thank you for being here. I don't take your presence lightly, truly, because time is something you can never get back. So the fact that you're here with me, it matters. Go ahead and put on your scuba gear because today we're diving deep. Let me ask you something. How do you go from calling someone your best friend to becoming their biggest exposer? At one point, y'all talked every day. They knew your fears, your mistakes, your insecurities, your relationship issues, your family business, your struggles. They knew the version of you that you don't show the world. But then something happens, a disagreement, a fallout, a misunderstanding, a betrayal, or sometimes just distance. And now suddenly, everything you once trusted them with becomes ammunition. So, what is that? From a psychological perspective, this comes down to emotional immaturity and unresolved hurt. When people feel rejected, disrespected, or even replaced, they don't always process that pain in a healthy way. So, instead of healing, they retaliate. And one of the quickest ways to regain a sense of control is exposure. If I can't have access to you, I'll take your privacy. Now, let's get real for a moment. Many years ago, when I was younger, out in the world, living my life, and yes, being a little bit of a playgirl, I had a friend who knew everything. And I mean everything. Every man I was entertaining, every situation I had going on, she knew it all. So one night, we're out having a good time, a few adult beverages in the mix, and she gets a little tipsy. And in that moment, she tells my date, who just so happened to be one of my boyfriends, that I was cheating on him. Not only that, but she added details. Now, when she sobered up, she apologized, said she didn't mean it, said she was just drunk. But I was always told a drunk tongue speaks a sober mind. So let's talk about that. Is that really true? Psychologically, alcohol lowers inhibition. It doesn't create thoughts, it releases what's already there. It weakens the filter between what we think and what we say. So when someone is tipsy, they may say things they normally wouldn't. But that doesn't automatically mean everything they say is intentional truth. Sometimes it's unfiltered thoughts, jealousy that was never addressed, resentment that was never spoken, or even poor judgment mixed with emotion. So the real question isn't just, was it true? The real question is, why did she feel comfortable saying it? Because even if alcohol opened the door, something was already standing behind it. And this is where accountability comes in on both sides. On one hand, your friend violated your trust. That wasn't her story to tell, drunk or sober. But on the other hand, we also have to acknowledge something uncomfortable. Everybody is not meant to hold your full story because when you give people access to everything, you're also giving them the ability to misuse it intentionally or unintentionally. Now, socially, this is something we don't talk about enough. We normalize telling my best friend everything, like it's a badge of honor. But loyalty is not tested in closeness, it's tested in conflict, in distance, in discomfort. Because a real friend, even if they don't agree with your choices, will still protect your privacy. They may check you in private, they may disagree with you, but they won't expose you to the world. So, what should you share and what should you keep? You can share parts of your life, but not your entire blueprint. You can vent, but don't hand over details that can damage you later. You can be open, but still be protected. Because privacy is not secrecy. Privacy is wisdom, and not everybody deserves access to your unfiltered self. So I'll leave you with this. Before you tell someone everything, ask yourself, if this relationship shifts, will I still feel safe with what they know? And if the answer is no, you might want to reconsider what you're sharing because real loyalty isn't proven when you're close. It's proven when you're no longer connected. Thank you for sitting in the bowl with me. Now let's come back up to the surface, decompress, reflect on that. And until next time, stay classy, stay curious, and stay ever evolving. You can listen to the podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcast. Search Jade Mills, The Fishbowl with Jade.